This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Tonight on the South Today, hundreds turned out to greet the Southern Steel after they won the ANZ Premiership Grand Final. The Department of Conservation calls for the public's help in Queenstown. And Waikouairi Fishing owner Alistair Beard takes his recycling protest to the DCC. Kia ora and good evening, I'm Sophie Morris. The champion Southern Steel netball team have returned home to a rapturous welcome in Invercargill. Hundreds turned out to greet the team after their nail-biting win against the Central Pulse in the ANZ Premiership Grand Final.
A hero's welcome. Members of the victorious Southern Steel netball team were given the full homecoming treatment as they returned home with the ANZ Premiership Cup. They've claimed the title for a second year running after a one-goal victory over the Central Pulse in Palmerston North on Sunday. A tired but ecstatic captain Wendy Frew says winning the title and the warm welcome means a lot.
Oh, no better feeling in the world, like the girls just brought it home, and just an extreme experience, and just so proud to lead the girls to that.
One hardy Southern bloke paid homage to Frew's topless locker room picture while school kids waved balloons and greeted the victorious team members. Frew says the support from the entire region has been overwhelming.
Otago and Southland, everyone's just been so loyal to us, and it's fantastic to have so many people get on the bus and support us, and just so proud to be a Southlander and obviously the Otago girls too.
Those who greeted the team got a chance to touch the silverware and rub shoulders with the players. Invercargill Mayor Tim Shadbolt says the Steel's victory is a massive boost for the region.
Oh, just absolutely unbelievable, and what they have done is lift the confidence of the whole province as well as Invercargill, and it's confidence that is so much part of business and so much part of positive development.
The team are likely to be celebrated with a street parade in Invercargill this week, putting the icing on the cake for Frew's netball swan song. In Invercargill, the South Today.
A paperwork compliance glitch is causing havoc for an award-winning Dunedin pork producer. The ham products of Havoc Farm Pork are being recalled after an audit by MPI of the company's Kaikorai Valley plant last week. The company is now recalling all batches and dates of its ham products due to a lack of process control. Affected Havoc Farm pork products should not be consumed. There have been no reports of illness. The Department of Conservation is calling for the public's help to protect the nests of rare birds at 2 Tucker Beach reserves. They have been degraded by the illegal dumping of rubbish over the years, as well as uncontrolled dogs, backpackers and vehicles driving through the nesting areas. DOC has installed temporary signs in order to change the mindset of visitors.
These signs at the Tucker Beach Wildlife Management Reserve on the Shotover River will remain in place until the end of January. The aim is to raise awareness of 3 species of braided river birds that'll soon begin nesting in the area.
It's one of the last few nesting sites for 3 threatened species in our world. That is the banded dotterel, the black-fronted tern and the black-billed gull.
Owen says the reserve is one of the last few nesting sites for those species in the Wakatipu, but it's been degraded over the years by the likes of illegal rubbish dumping and uncontrolled dogs.
15, 20 years ago it would have been out in the wilderness, but now because with Queenstown's urban growth, we've got residential houses pushing onto the reserve. So it's probably one of the last bastion areas to preserve that green space and that open air space.
Similar signs are set to be erected at the area's recreation reserve about 1.5 kilometres away. Owen says they're urging visitors to treat the areas differently than they've done in the past.
We're looking for some changed behaviours from our local community in terms of how they used to see the reserve and how we would like them to see the reserve.
The birds are set to begin nesting from early next month, with the first chicks to hatch in November. In Queenstown, the South Today.
The Department of Conservation is warning whitebaiters to play by the rules ahead of the season starting next week. Strict size limits govern the sizes of whitebait nets and other fishing gear. The offence carries a fine of up to $5,000 in addition to the forfeiture of equipment. DOC says rangers have already seized a net after a person was caught whitebaiting on the Mataura River before the start of the season. The Dunedin City Council has had a pile of cardboard recycling dumped on its driveway by a frustrated Waikawaiti man. Alistair Beard says his recycling bin isn't being emptied properly on rubbish day and he wants to make a point.
Annoyed his yellow bin wasn't emptied properly, Waikawaiti Fish Inn owner Alistair Beard dumps his cardboard recycling outside the DCC. Dunedin's recycling bins are emptied by being mechanically turned upside down and shaken. But Beard says folded cardboard has been sticking in his recycling bin due to insufficient shaking.
It's the second time it's happened, and there's actually they haven't emptied the bin properly, they don't shake it properly.
He says another contractor who empties his red-lidded bin doesn't have the same problem.
We actually have another contract with the dry waste with the red top bin. They have no trouble emptying the bin, even though sometimes we jump on a little bit to fill it up, as we all do.
Beard says he drove all the way into town to leave his recycling on the council's doorstep to make a point.
The point of that is just to make the point. Yeah, really, I mean, it's a bit ridiculous, but it's just to make the point to them, you know what I mean?
The City Council says their staff visited Beard yesterday and explained that recycling bins should not be filled so tightly that the contents are stuck when the bin is tipped up by the truck. And if people have more recycling than they can fit into their curbside recycling bin, it can be dropped off to the Green Island landfill at no charge. In Dunedin, for the South Today.
Still to come on the South Today. Two major political parties deny leaking a leader's expenses, and a visiting organist plays Norma in Dunedin's Town Hall.
They've been moving earth for nearly 30 years. Locally owned and operated, Hall Brothers Transport is your one-stop shop when it comes to demolition, site clearance, recycling buildings, chipping trees, earthworks, drainage and roading. Nothing goes to waste. Hall Brothers Transport can get the whole job done from start to finish, no matter how big or small. Give them a call on 4771 141 or drop into 26 Creswell Street behind the railway station. That's Hall Brothers Transport Limited.
Roslyn Mowers and Heating are your local Massport heating agents and offer you a competitive quote on complete Massport fire installation. Come and see the Massport Cromwell Ultra Low Emission Burner in action. See you in store soon. Too late to sow seeds? Don't despair, the solution is at hand. Call Ready Lawn today for your year-round lawn needs. Call now on 03 486 1819.
Step into Shop on Carrot and discover a shop full of treasures. We have a fantastic range of vintage and retro clothes, upmarket clothing labels, collectible items, beautiful jewellery, quality linen and the best range of vintage haberdashery.
Hi, it's me again. It's that time of year. It's our season, winter clearance. It's our greatest ever. 50% off all these, jackets and vests, knitwear, dress and casual trousers, warm shirts and business shirts, suits and sports jackets, 50% off. 3 stores, greatest ever winter season clearance, Alex Campbell Menswear.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
So, all 3 stores, 50% off. It's our greatest ever winter clearance.
The Green Island Medical Centre offers everything for your family's needs. Whether you are travelling or coming in to discuss health symptoms, our medical staff provide the best of care. We offer Manage My Health, making booking an appointment or requesting a repeat prescription a breeze. We welcome families like yours. Give us a call today, phone 03 488 2754.
Oakley's Bathroom Solutions is locally owned and operated and is a name that has become synonymous with bathroom excellence. Exclusive to Oakley South Island, Danish design Vola, the modern day tap, remains a desirable choice. For over 140 years, the team at Oakley's has provided the highest quality bathroom products and plumbing supplies. For intelligent advice and smart service, come talk to the team or visit oakleysplumbing.co.nz.
Helping New Zealanders to do more. Talk to MTF today.
For expert electroplating services in Invercargill and beyond, Winteringham Electroplaters provide professional electroplating services utilising the latest technologies and procedures and offer fantastic results every time.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life. Stay warm this winter with Alistair McCann's Wood and Coal door-to-door delivery. You don't have to lift a finger. Call Alistair to order today on 454 3592.
Garrador Dunedin, delivering quality stylish garage doors in Dunedin for over 15 years. New doors, replacement doors, repairs and maintenance are all part of Garrador's quality service. Garrador Dunedin offers a full range of modern quality doors to suit any home. Come visit the team at 553 Kaikoura Valley Road. Visit www.garrador.co.nz or call us on 488 5676.
At the Hard to Find Bookshop, we sell quality books on all subjects from the rare to the recent, and where viable, we will come to you. We have a great reputation for integrity and honesty, so if you're downsizing or sorting an estate and have books to sell, contact us.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
Motor Trade Finance proudly brings you Rural Delivery. A look at the places and faces behind New Zealand agriculture. Tuesday evenings 8:30, repeating Saturday morning at 8 and Sunday afternoons 4:30.
Welcome back. Both National and Labour parties have denied leaking details of National leader Simon Bridges' travel costs to the media. National Party leader Simon Bridges' expenses for a recent tour around New Zealand had been leaked. The bill for his last 3 months of meet and greet events was more than $113,000. The expenses were due to be made public later this week. To the layman, Norma the Dunedin Town Hall organ looks like the control panel of a nuclear power plant. And for visiting concert organist Daniel Malt, Norma is as complicated as she looks, even for someone of his experience.
Taking Norma to the world. Visiting concert organist Daniel Malt is in Dunedin to play Norma for a UK company that's making a film and to record music to be released in a boxed set next year.
The history of the organ is basically representing English history, but from a quirky and unique point of view. And in terms of the sound, if you listen to the sound, it's quite dark, it's very loud, it's a bit pompous, and it represents, if you like, the imperial English kind of Indian summer from really the First World War to the beginning of the Second World War.
The organ is one of 27 of the world's most famous pipe organs to be featured in the film. Malt says one of the challenges of playing organs is that each instrument has its own characteristics, and each time he sits at a new organ, he has to learn how to play it.
So what we're looking for are organs that represent different builders or important trends, basically from 1700 or so to the present day. And Norma is representative of various things. So one thing, for instance, when people think of the organ, they often think of church.
He says Norma is a rare example of a symphonic organ rather than a church organ. The 23-ton instrument was built in 1919 and spent much of its early life travelling around England as part of a vaudeville show. The organ was later enlarged and installed in Wembley Stadium for the 1924 exhibition, and then at the Tunbridge Wells Opera House, before being shipped to Dunedin and installed in the town hall.
It also has an interesting history in that, believe it or not, despite that it has 32-foot pipes at the front and must weigh many tons, this was actually a touring instrument. And it, for instance, was set up at Wembley Stadium and places like that, and then ended up being shipped around here.
Moult has spent a day learning how to play Norma before filming and recording began. In Dunedin, the South Today.
After the break on the South Today, one of Dunedin's Art Deco buildings drops the scaffolding to reveal its facelift, and a film director talks about the movie he recently shot in central Otago.
Hi, it's me again. It's that time of year. It's our season, winter clearance. It's our greatest ever. 50% off all these: jackets and vests, knitwear, dress and casual trousers, warm shirts and business shirts, suits and sports jackets. 50% off. 3 stores, greatest ever winter season clearance. Alex Campbell Menswear.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
So, all 3 stores, 50% off. It's our greatest ever winter clearance.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life. Oakley's Bathroom Solutions is locally owned and operated and is a name that has become synonymous with bathroom excellence. Exclusive to Oakley South Island, Danish design Vola, the modern day tap, remains a desirable choice. For over 140 years, the team at Oakley's has provided the highest quality bathroom products and plumbing supplies. For intelligent advice and smart service, come talk to the team or visit oakleysplumbing.co.nz.
Helping New Zealanders to do more. Talk to MTF today.
Roslyn Mowers and Heating are your local Massport heating agents and offer you a competitive quote on complete Massport fire installation. Come and see the Massport Cromwell Ultra Low Emission Burner in action. See you in store soon.
The Green Island Medical Centre offers everything for your family's needs. Whether you are travelling or coming in to discuss health symptoms, our medical staff provide the best of care. We offer Manage My Health, making booking an appointment or requesting a repeat prescription a breeze. We welcome families like yours. Give us a call today, phone 03 488 2754.
Stay warm this winter with Alistair McCann's Wood and Coal door-to-door delivery. You don't have to lift a finger. Call Alistair to order today on 454 3592.
At the Hard to Find Bookshop, we sell quality books on all subjects from the rare to the recent, and where viable, we will come to you. We have a great reputation for integrity and honesty, so if you're downsizing or sorting an estate and have books to sell, contact us.
Helping New Zealanders to do more. Talk to MTF today.
They've been moving earth for nearly 30 years. Locally owned and operated, Hall Brothers Transport is your one-stop shop when it comes to demolition, site clearance, recycling buildings, chipping trees, earthworks, drainage and roading. Nothing goes to waste. Hall Brothers Transport can get the whole job done from start to finish, no matter how big or small. Give them a call on 4771 141 or drop into 26 Creswell Street behind the railway station. That's Hall Brothers Transport Limited.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole Map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
Too late to sow seeds? Don't despair, the solution is at hand. Call Ready Lawn today for your year-round lawn needs. Call now on 03 486 1819.
Motor Trade Finance proudly brings you Rural Delivery. A look at the places and faces behind New Zealand agriculture. Tuesday evenings 8:30, repeating Saturday morning at 8 and Sunday afternoons 4:30.
Welcome back. A Dunedin building shrouded in scaffolding for most of the past year has been revealed in its former glory. The Victoria Insurance Building in Crawford Street once again has the colour scheme it had in 1938 when it was redeveloped in Art Deco style from the Victorian building it originally was. Work on the facade began last November, and when the building was sandblasted, the original coloured plaster was revealed under the paint. Owner Ted Daniels says buildings such as his were very well designed at the time, and he wanted to return it to that style. Earthquake strengthening of the parapets was done as part of the work. There's still refurbishing work to be done inside the building to return its Art Deco style. Daniel says the building was built in 1884 and he'd received funding from the Dunedin City Council's Heritage Fund for the work. This year's International Film Festival includes a crowd-funded film which was recently shot in central Otago. Stray is Dustin Fennelly's first film, and he says the beautiful yet brooding landscapes of the south were pivotal in making the film.
Pleased to have his film debut screening at Dunedin's Regent Theatre. Filmmaker Dustin Fennelly is in the south to help promote the International Film Festival's screening of Stray. The film examines two strangers meeting up in central Otago's desolate landscape, a location deliberately chosen to echo the film's characters.
Is this your place? It's my dad's.
There's a real duality to, I think, central Otago landscapes in winter because they're beautiful, stunning and pristine in terms of the natural environment, but there's also something haunting and melancholic in winter, and that duality of that landscape really appealed to me because it also reflects the duality of the characters, Jack and Grace in the film, who, you know, are relatively damaged people with trauma in their lives.
This is the 42nd year of the New Zealand International Film Festival, and Fennelly says the annual event is instrumental in helping emerging directors.
You get to travel the country with it, you know. I'm here in Dunedin, coming from Auckland, courtesy of the film festival, and it's been in Auckland, Wellington, Christchurch, Dunedin, Hamilton, Masterton. It's going to Hamilton and Masterton. So that tour and that circuit is all possible because of the film festival.
The budding director is already working on his next movie, which he hopes to film in Southland in the near future.
It's a psychological thriller. It's about a middle-aged female cop who's investigating a crime, but it's also a character drama in the sense that it's an examination of her marriage and her ultimately leaving that unhappy marriage. So yeah, I'm finding time to write that script, look at locations, whilst also obviously getting Stray out into the world.
Stray comes back to commercial cinema screens in early October. In Dunedin, for the South Today.
And now recapping tonight's top stories on the South Today. Hundreds turned out to greet the Southern Steel after their nail-biting win against the Central Pulse in the ANZ Premiership Grand Final. The Department of Conservation in Queenstown is calling for the public's help to protect nests of rare birds at 2 Tucker Beach reserves. And Waikouairi Fish Inn owner Alistair Beard dumps his recycling outside the DCC, saying contractors won't empty his bin properly. And now for a look at what's happening in tomorrow's ODT. Welcome, Philip.
Yeah, hi Sophie. Fresh pages tomorrow, a story on
creating Asian flavours. The cooking, there's always plenty of cooking, and a fashion story about a label called Grumpy Sons, which street label began in Dunedin, and it's debuting at New Zealand Fashion Week.
Great.
There's a story about a cattle beast and that was shot earlier in the year and no action on it, and there's been a social media kerfuffle and accusations that certain people have been involved, and it's quite a world of social media. Regional Council's looking at changing its wards, which will upset some people, and we've got a discussion with the Otago rugby coach with of course the season about to begin.
Great, thank you for that, Philip. All that and more in tomorrow's ODT. And now time for a look at tomorrow's weather.
Tonight's weather proudly brought to you by MoleMap.
Tonight's southern view is of traffic along Dunedin's Crawford Street. Beginning with the situation, a ridge of high pressure will bring fine weather for a few days before a cold front brings showers and cold southwesterlies on Friday. Looking to the northwest of the island, Greymouth and Westport can expect clear skies, southeasterlies and a high of 14. Across to the northeast, Nelson and Blenheim will be cloudy with showers, northerlies and a high of 17. Moving down towards Canterbury, Kaikoura can expect showers, strong southwesterlies and a high of 12. Christchurch and Ashburton can both plan for low cloud and strong southwesterlies, a high of 12 degrees. Heading to the south, Balclutha and Catlins are in for moderate westerlies and a high temperature of 10, while those in Gore and Lumsden should plan for freshening northwesterlies, some high cloud and a high of 11. Across to central Otago, Alexandra, Queenstown, Wanaka and Te Anau can all expect moderate westerlies with highs between 10 and 13 degrees. And up to northern Otago, Oamaru and Timaru are due for northeasterlies, clear skies and 11 degrees. While in Omarama and Twizel should feel moderate westerlies with fine weather and 12 degrees. Moving to Dunedin, some cloud at times, breezy cool northeast winds developing in the afternoon and a low of 4. Tomorrow a high of 11 and a low of 7 degrees. Thick high cloud and maybe a few spots of rain on Thursday with mild northwesterlies dying out. And in Invercargill tonight, low cloud increases with milder northwesterly winds and an overnight low of 5. Becoming fine tomorrow with a high of 13 and a low of 8 degrees. Cloudy on Thursday with light rain in the morning, then cooler southwest winds and showers in the afternoon. Plan for a high of 11 and a low of 7. That's our news for this Tuesday. For the latest news from the southern region, you can follow us on Facebook, YouTube and at channel39.co.nz. For full stories, check out odt.co.nz. Have a great evening. Take care. Ka kite anō.
This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.